Hey guys, this is Connor with Conquest HP. A lot of people in the bodybuilding and physique world are tempted to undergo these dramatic cutting and bulking cycles, and it's pretty common practice, and there are a lot of conflicting views about it out there. But when you look at the situation objectively, you'll be able to figure out whether it's a good idea for you or not almost right away. If you are competing and you are going to step on stage again sometime soon, think about what this bulking and cutting is going to do for your performance, or rather your physique on stage. So if you finish one show and then you put on 30 or 40 pounds, you get way over your stage weight, and you're doing it to add extra muscle to your frame. And then showtime comes around again and you've got to go through extra dieting to get through all of this extra tissue that you've put on. If you put on an extra 30 or 40 pounds post-show, you've got to lose that if you want to make the same weight category again. You could go up a weight class for sure, but then you're competing against bigger people. So obviously that's another consideration that you have to take into account. But if you're cutting back down to the same weight class and you put on 30 pounds, you go through the work of putting on 30 pounds post-show, and then you have to cut that 30 pounds off again because you're in the same weight class. What advantage are you really getting out of this big dramatic bulking and cutting cycle? There is definitely physiologically and psychologically advantage to putting on a little bit of body fat post-show and a little bit of extra muscle mass, but beyond a certain point, if your body weight gets too far above your contest weight, then you're just going to have to go through more work to get through that mass again to get back on stage. So although it may be tempting to put on excess weight and gain some excess size, if you have to cut it off again at some point, then it's extra stress, extra work, extra weeks of dieting, or extra intensity in your diet that you're going to have to go through. So for most people, staying pretty close to stage weight is going to be a better alternative. After all, if you have a weight class that you're competing in, you can only bring X amount of mass to the stage. That's the point of the weight class. So whether or not you've gained 40 or 50 or 300 pounds off season and then cut it back off or not, you've got to show up on stage at the same weight. So stick pretty close to your contest weight. Allow yourself to gain a little bit of fat, get a little fluffy, and obviously gain a little extra muscle mass, and try to shift that physique around if there are things you need to change, things you need to build, or things you need to cut down or reshape or whatever. But stick pretty close to that, to your actual weight class, and stick pretty close to looking fairly lean with a little bit extra body weight. That's going to minimize how much work you have to actually do to show up in shape for your next show. And of course, it's always nicer to just live life at a fairly lean but comfortable shape or physique. So those are my thoughts. That's the easiest way to do it. It's the most comfortable way to do it, and it's definitely the smartest way to do it. But leave me your thoughts, leave me some comments. What do you do? Do you typically go through dramatic cuts and bulks? Leave me some comments below, shoot me an email, message me on Facebook or social media, wherever you're seeing this, and let me know. And hit like and subscribe for more videos like this.